Let's get it, let's get it, let's get it, let's get it. I gotta try to come in, fam, because I'm running late. Anime, you up? Oh, Lord have mercy. No. We got more difficulties, family. It's been one of those mornings. But we're going to try to beam in anyway. Let's bring it on in. Come on. Let's try it. Oh, man. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Take that breath with me. Come on, family. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Woo, man. Oh, man. It was hard this morning. Hard this morning. And it don't even show that we up on YouTube yet. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, I guess the little TV, the TV thing is a little bit too much for him right now. I could dig it. You know what I'm saying? I could dig it. I don't know. You know, maybe somebody's under threat, you know. But we up on Twitch. We up on, we online on Africa TV. Africa TV. It's not what y'all think. Periscope is still spinning. YouTube is still spinning on me. You know, because I might be blocked. I might be blocked. Yep. I might be blocked because I be doing, you know, some people say, Brother Hatim, you're doing too much. You're doing too much, Brother Hatim. You're doing too much. Right? How you gonna try to show all them shows when they're in the public domain? How dare you? You know, because you know what I found out this morning? Oh, my God. Boy, these kids. You know what I found out this morning? Well, the video that they stopped on YouTube is up now. Because it is all in the public domain. I didn't steal nothing. I went straight and did my research and found all the shows that were in the public domain. And I made sure that I was able to provide it for y'all. So hopefully y'all had a good time. I want to apologize for the stops and the starts because that's the only way right now that I can actually change what I show you. So I almost got to go in and reboot the whole thing to start the movie over because I didn't want y'all to be seeing the same shows over and over again or go through a whole series because it started on Ultraman. It played 2 Ultramans. And I said, oh, they're going to try to play the whole goddamn Ultraman. Nah. Then it went to Johnny Sacco, and they tried to play all of Johnny Sacco. And by the way, who gave Johnny Sacco all that goddamn power to control that robot? Whose idea was that? That was a bad idea, to give a little kid a watch that can control a robot as a 10 to 20 story robot. I think that's a very, very bad idea. All right, but, you know, that's just me. But anyway, family, I want to thank you for joining us. And, you know, it is a great Kujichagulia. And I can't go nowhere. I know that's on some of y'all minds. I know it. It's like, man, I got all this time now, and I can't go nowhere. Or even, you know, what do I do with all this time, Brother Hatim? What do I do with all this time? We're going to talk a little bit about that because I'm going to show you some of the stuff that you can do. You know what I'm saying? We're going to actually put some of it, we're going to put some of it to work right now. We're going to put some of it to work right now because I'm going to show you what I do. Right? Show you some of the stuff I do. Right now, I'm doing some writing. Right? I got a project at work that is due in May, but because school has been pushed back, more than likely the deadlines will be pushed back too. But that don't mean that I have to be unprepared. You know what I'm saying? And then also, I'm also working on some other projects as well in my private time. I'm searching for, like, all weekend I was searching for new shows for y'all. You know what I'm saying? So there's plenty of things that you could do. You know what I'm saying? And all of them don't have to do with this Netflix and chill shit. Right? Now, you don't, or during this time, this is not the time to be Netflixing and chilling. I mean, sometime, yeah, you gonna sit down and do a little Amazon. You can do a little Netflix. You can do, you know what I'm saying? But this is a time during the work time, right, that you would usually be doing a lot of stuff. It is time to feed your mind. Family, this is an unprecedented moment in time where many, even though unwanted and then unwarranted, are being given free time. You're being given free time. Right? And you're like, Brother Hatim, this time is not free. It's not free, brother. It's not free, Brother Hatim. This time is not free. And I will disagree with you. This is why, right? Because you got it. So the question needs to be, what are you going to do with it? What are you doing with it? Right? What are you doing with it? Now it says my restream is down. So I don't even know who can hear me. Restream is just totally shut down on me. I don't know what's up unless y'all throw up some chats. Let me go over here to GNJmedia.live and let's see if it's even up there. Let's see if it's even there. Right? Because I might make some switches with GNJmedia.live. Because it's like, yo, you know, I'm like, what's going on? What's going on? You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, so you pull YouTube pull my video down to say that I'm violating laws that I'm not violating. I'm using common property as an American citizen, right? So they had to repost my video from yesterday. And I want to thank all those that came on and checked out the video yesterday, right? I mean, it was long, but you know, like I said, if you know, you could go backwards or you could go forward. You can find what you want in there. And every day I'm gonna pack it with some, of course, you know, we're gonna have some Gye-Nyame stuff up in there. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna find some other stuff we're gonna put up in there. We're gonna mix it up. We're gonna throw it in the mix. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna throw it in the mix, stuff that we can, you know, that we can legally use without violating somebody else's rights. You know, because the goal of Gye-Nyame Journey is to bring value. It is to bring value. So I'm not up on YouTube right now. Ain't that something? Ain't that something? They done kicked Brother Hatim off of YouTube. So if you go to GNJmedia.live, all you got to do is click the Facebook. And, you know, I just found out I could stream live to Instagram, right? And, you know, we might do a couple of shows on Instagram to see, you know, to test the waters and stuff. But family, it's time. It's time for us to get started. Let's go on and do our thing, right? Look like YouTube don't want me no more. Got kicked off of Twitter, but then my chat bot was going crazy. Drink your water. Come on, Drink your water, but first, take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Drink, 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 drink. Or should I say, breathe, breathe, then drink. Now, grab your glass for some water. Get your pitcher of that water. Lift that pitcher of that water. Simply pour some water. Drink, 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 drink. Or should I say, lift, pour, then drink. Now move your body and drink some water. Move your body, drink some water. Stretch it out. Move your body and drink some water. Oh, family, move your body. Drink, 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 drink. Or should I say, move, move, then drink. Now raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Now raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Now raise your glass and toast your ancestors, fam. Just raise your glass. Drink, 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 drink. Or should I say, raise, toast, then. Now take your breath and drink some water. Lift and pour yourself some water. Move your body, drink some water. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Breathe, lift, move, toast. Or should we say, breathe, drink, eat, move. Those 4 pillars within Gye-Nyame that keep you healthy and safe in these times. But hey, take your breath. Lift and pour. Move your body. Hey, hey. Toast your ancestors. Drink up. Man, drink, 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 drink. Drink your water. Drink, 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 drink. Drink your water. Take your breath. Lift and pour. Move your body. Move, 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 move. Toast your ancestors. Break down. Oh my God, is my little brother cousin is on the line, Brother Matt. What is going on? He says we are up on YouTube. So I apologize, YouTube. I apologize before y'all go. Big white man, please don't throw me off. Please. Please. But like I said, family, look, they told us yesterday, they said, hey, this stream is wrong. We're gonna shut you down, and you know what I'm saying? But then this morning I wake up and quarantine Digi TV is on, and we're going to be streaming it again today. I don't know what's coming, but family, it's going to be some jumps. There's going to be some stops and starts, but I'm doing it, and we're going to have it again, and I'm going to figure out a method. Listen to me. I'm going to figure out a method. Peace back to you, God. I'm going to figure out a method to make sure that I'm getting you the content that is good for you, right? So right now, what I got is the way I got the VLC stream, the way I got it streaming right now, I can't control it other than pulling it off screen, switching something, or clicking a button and putting it back on. But what I'm going to work on is developing a way in which I can capture within the screen my VLC player so that I could go on and play what I want. You know what I'm saying? Rather, so then we could, and then maybe eventually we'll be able to get down to where I could throw you a schedule. So those of you that want to see what Beverly Hillbillies I got, I could let you know at this time Beverly Hillbillies will be on. At this time Ultraman will be on. At this time Johnny Soccer will be on. At this time we're going to be playing some Sherlock Holmes. At this time we're going to play this racist Jack Benny. At this time we're going to be watching Birth of a Nation. At this time we're going to be, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I got a whole bunch of stuff and a whole bunch of more stuff coming. I'm talking to my my server provider, and he let me know. He said, yep, Brother Hot Tim, we can get you some more gigs. I said, I need some more space, man. I done filled up the space. We've been streaming on this for about a week. We're going to have to fill up the space. I need some more space. We're going to make it happen. So I'm waiting for that. And so, I know what y'all here for. Most of y'all here for the toast. So let's go on, get the toast popping off. Let's get the toast popping off. Let's go on and do it. All right, we're going to get this toast popping off. Let me make sure of something. All right. Because we up on you. Well, I want to keep that like that. How I'm going to do this? I know how to do it. But anyway, we're going to do our toast. Right after I get done fiddling with my gadgets. So I got just a little bit of ambrosia left in here. Whoa, and it still got a lot of gusto. Yeah. Yeah, baby. Alright. Cop fell in there and messed it up. And I got a little bit down here too. So I'm gonna be cutting down. So y'all see I'm gonna have to be rationing it out until I get my next batch done. So what I wanna do before we get started, so I can make So that I can get all the comments, because I'm not seeing, because my Restreamio is down too. So I know, because there's a lot of people at home now, you know what I'm saying? I know that a lot of the stuff that I usually would be able to do is going to be a lot slower. I tried to do a little class last night, and sometimes I don't want to be blaming my computer for stuff that it can't help. You understand? Don't want to be blaming my computer, but sometimes it be moving slow. So I'm gonna try to get something maybe twice or three times as fast, so that I could go and do what's necessary. They say my response rate is dropping. Man, I apologize. I'm gonna get up on that, family. So if y'all dropping me message, I'm gonna get on that response rate for y'all. But we got 902 likes, we got 942 followers on Facebook, and I'm thinking about, because the YouTube piece is not really going all that well for me, right? So I'm just thinking about switching the whole platform over to Facebook, and that's why I'm thinking about it. I'm going to weigh my options. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not like I got a lot of commercials running on YouTube or something like that. So I really ain't got nothing to lose. So if I could focus on I'm still gonna send my videos over there. You know what I'm saying? Because it still serves a purpose. But I might just link all my stuff up and run it through Facebook at this point in time. You know what I'm saying? Because Facebook just hit me up with a nice little offer this morning, and I'm gonna go and explore a little bit. But anyway, because there's somebody on Facebook right now, and ain't nothing showing up on stream on my restream. They say out of 4 streaming platforms, I'm only on 2. But I can't even see what 2 I'm on. So I know, because Matthew told me, I'm on YouTube, and I know I'm on Facebook. So that means that I'm not on Africa. That means I'm not on Twitch. That means I'm not on Periscope. But I understand why I'm not on Periscope, because my little chat bot was going insane yesterday. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, shit. I'm like, dog, you going a little bit too hard. You ever had a friend that just went a little bit too hard for you? You know, you be like, God damn, it's me. You know, you push it a little bit too hard. My chatbot was out there kicking some ass yesterday. Hey, get the 7-day e-court. Hey, support Gye-Nyame journey. Hey. I'm like, damn. It was better than having a dog guard my house. I'm like, damn. All right, chatbot. I see you, but you need to slow your roll. Your aggressive ass. It's all aggressive up on the people. You know? I'm like, well, if I pull you back just a little bit. No. Chatbot was at it. I'm like, yo, man. All right, cool. So I went and I turned chatbot off. Right? I had to remove some screws because chatbot was going. He was so aggressive for me, he scared me. I'm like, I was scared to cut it off yesterday because, chatbot was just, ooh, man, support the journey, man. Hey, homie, hey, you, shake down those pockets. Hey, man, get some merch, man. Get some merch. Like, damn, chatbot. You scaring my friends. You know what I'm saying? Come on now. But anyway, let's go and do this toast. And we might bring chatbot. I got chatbot under control. Me and chatbot, I set his ass down last night. You know what I'm saying? Because he see how anime and them be doing me and shit. So he don't want to be laid back. So he come on hard. I'm like, chatbot, I just need you to be yourself. I don't want you to be lazy, right? But I want to be able to respect your work effort. But don't overdo it, man. You done got me kicked off of Periscope. I had to go prove that I wasn't a goddamn bot myself to Periscope this morning. Because it's Mr. Chatbot. I know Twitter's like, man, I don't know if we going to let your ass back on here. Because you was throwing out a lot of commercials. Like, damn, man. All right, Chatbot. Chill out, homie. Chill. Just chill. All right? I appreciate the love. But anyway, family, if you would grab your glass. We raise our glass first to salute the Creator by whatever name you choose to call that Creator. We call that great force, that great power into the room with us, even though we know it's already here. We have the ability to become conscious of it, not overlook it. It's in us, it's all around us, right? That energy. And we raise our glass and we salute that Creator and we say, Ashe. From there, family, where do we go? We go to our list of our ancestors. So, I'm going to try to go as far as I can on memory once again. Then we will pull out the papers. Ready? Get set. Take your breath. Miles Brown, Ms. Ann, Robin and Tex, Anna Davis, Herman Brown, Senior, Rosalie, Tilly, Georgia, William, Walter, Christopher, Fanny, Gaston, Aunt Lena, Uncle Chris, Aunt Finn, Cleveland, Geneva Brown, Margaret Ellis, Wash Ellis, Junior, Katie Ellis, Nikki Ellis, Jamon Jones, Jeremiah Tappan, John Fallard, Montague Pittman L, Normo X, Sapet Mott, Rob Malika Fakour, Dr. Marianne Williams, Kojo Kamal, Elder Millie Dixon, Tony Clark, Pastor Yusuf Weston, Elder Algeny, Elder Ron Coleman, Elder Robert Donaldson, Afro Brofro, Hector Jr., Jay Edwards, Carlisle Harris, Grace Lundy, Inez Harris, William Bill Moss, Phyllis Rose, Sterling and Lucy Wright, Derek L. Pulley and Alexa Brother, Ms. Eda Brooks Crawley, Miss Marie Nelson, Mr. Frederick Crawley Sr., Ms. Jerry Brunson, Mr. Alonzo Johnson, Miss Marie McDowell, Janice Foster, Charles Jordan, Kel Smith, Walter Smith, Richard Trigg, Francis Johnson, Mary Franklin, Jimmy Williams, Daniel Ford, George Gibson, Natalie Loretta Clark, Inez McCrae, Fritz Clark, Frankie Justice, Katie Justice, Derek Winderman, Virginia Rogers, Reverend James Smith, Lois Henderson, Calvin Spratling, Mary Elizabeth Walker, Raymond Walker Sr., Sarah Jane Carter, Michael Ford Jr., Kellen D. Russell, Susie B. Smith, Teresa Clay, Mel Dale Hodge, Jr., Herman Copeland, Mildred Copeland, Jenny Clayburg, B.D. Sarah Weller, B. the Farmer, I Go So Sue, Shell Harvey, Aunt Charmaine, Evelyn, Theolis Hasbury, Harvey Hasbury Sr., Leonard Dickinson, T.C. Islam, Terrell Dunbar, Will Thomas, Sarah Berry, Mark Walsh, Merle B. Thornton, Pearl G. Thornton, Ida Johnson, Florence M. Carter, Joanne Thornton, Erica Tricia Lewis, Juanita Wright, Robert Wright, George Wright, Mary Eliza, Frederick Davis, Mary, lost my rhythm. Once again, I got excited because I made it all the way to Kwame's people. We got Mary Eliza Frederick Davis, Mary Elizabeth Rogers, Mary Esther Keechler Reese, Linda Watson Hammonds, Jarrell Giles Watson, Sparrow Slimmy, Selvin Lewis, Andrew Holmes, Percy Moore, Mildred Owens, Booker T. Bowden, Charlie Hunt, Sam Stover. Let's get back on there. Pearl Moore, Percy Moore Jr., Mitchell Owens, Booker T. Bowden, Charlie Hunt, Sammy Stover, Heather Pearson, Sturgeon Thornton, Richard Thornton, Lavinia Hall, Freeman Bankster, Mae Moss, Ophelia Peacock, Willie Thornton, Napoleon Kennedy, Mark Ramsey, Paul Ramsey, Matt Ramsey, David Ramsey, Charles E. Thornton, Frankie Quells, Urania Thornton, Bernice Quells, Ernestine Jackson, Frankie Johnson, Teresa Mormon, Leon Johnson, Charles Bell, Vivian Ramsey, S.C. Johnson, Derrida Johnson, Leon Johnson, James W.S. Sr., James Parham, Dana Jones, Jane World, Jane Farmer, Mary Chavez, Leon Grace, Bessie Johnson, Helen Investor, Mary Moreland, Paul Moreland, Elder Caleb, Rosemary Martinez, Elder Amatet Wellman, Fred Douglas Trigg Sr., Thelma Triggs, Thomas and Lula Berry, Lacey Ellen Ohio, Frank Russell and Davis. What is it? I went on Fred Douglas Triggs Sr., Vina Triggs, Reverend Eddie Moore, Helen Fuller, Eugene Jackson Sr., Richard Ellis, Silas Alexander, Charles Maxwell, Percy Alexander, Arthur Reynolds, Stanley Lockhart, Ricky Lockhart, William Lockhart, Woodrow Lockhart, Brenda Porter, Deacon Hargrove, Carlos Sawyer, Andrew Parker, Doris Donald, Ellis Murphy, D'Amico Russell, Diddy Monares, Gina Ruth Jones, Jana Callahan. All right. I don't want to get locked out of there. We got William Walter West, Angela Parrish, Elder Basiji Fulani, Jim Robinson, Gladys Johnson, Valerie Clark, John and Mary Sullivan, Dirk Johnson, Antonio Johnson, Delise Waters, DeFritis Hines, Anders Bostic, Anna Bostic, Winifred Scantleberry, Wilson Haley, Emma Hine, Phyllis Lee, Eugene Spratling, Kevin Spratling, Charles Wooden, Penny Brown, Roy Lee Prithup Jr., Miriam Johnson, Wilbur Longmire, Either Catney, Janice Carter, Michael Carter, Leon Pina Carter, Margaret Carter, William Carter, Lisa Jordan, Charles Lee Mosley, Dorothy R. Blair, Ransom Evans Sr., Sam Evans Sr., Nalon Blair Sr., Edward Stevens, Sue Ann Stevens, Joe Davis, Timothy Butler, Gene Holmes, Dana Jones, Peter Charles, Christy Nichols, Cardinal Robinson, Rosemary Charles, Ada Pearl, Bob Ingalls, Jack Wallace, Warren M. Finch, Warren P. Finch, Tim Ingalls, Audrey Finch, William Billingsley Jr., Jennifer Sensabaugh, Hazel Gasson, Jay Brantley, Brian Watson Jr., Kaniko Parsons, Jason Cathy, Bradford, Thomas Bradley, also known as Uncle Buki, also known as Gypsy, Reverend Roosevelt Word the First, Stacey Trice, Frank Smith, Mother Bertha, Michael Leonard, David Brown, Ruth Carter, June Cox, Ruth Cox, Paula Cox, Ronald Urban, Judy Hubbard, Irene Johnson, Francis Booth Jefferson, Dan Wilkinson Sr., Emma McClendon, Jerry Doyle, Mina Robinson, Mary Nichols, Patricia Williams, Shabaka Teray, Greg G2 Gibson, Donna Hill, Richard Cleavis, Lee Irby, Tommy Irby, Boy Irby, Jim Gaucher, George and Hallie Johnson, Archie Margaret Armstead, Darren Scott, Erica Armstrong, Claire Fox, Gene Evans, Archie Beck, Anna McGill, Charles McDaniel, Christine Cottrell, Aunt Becca, Alizano, Arthur Arnold, Hattie Reed, Charles Reed, Euler and Andrew Baker, Patricia and Edwin Brooks, Gwendolyn and Bob Hatch, Kim O'Brien, Bradley Kim, Janie Harriet McKay, Spencer Sturgis, Sally Mae Baker, Ethel Baker, Creola Baker, Geneva Baker, Aaron Nino Baby Hatch, at Senior, Mally Miller, Housie Hatch, Dad Cleveland, Mother Gibson, Alex Nixon, John Bowie, Lester and Rachel Saunders, Dorita Ross, Riola Ross, Robert Nelson, President Stevenson, Leroy Stokes, Neely Johnson, Fletcher Swan, Maddie and Charlie Scott, Artie Casey, Thomas Cooper, Vivian Stevenson, Monahan Lewis, Cornetta Lyman Lewis, John Jackson, Willie Dallas Lewis, Mary Francis, Chappelle Jackson, Michael Slade, Joanne Perkins, Richard Jackson, Martha Ford Dawson, Big Mama, Nanny Harris, Eva Ford, James Harrison, Margaret Towns, Mary Williams, Leroy Q. Heath Sr., Albert Moore, Miss Vanilla, Albert Motley, Geraldine Elizabeth, Douglas Thompson, Erlington Houston, Lud Alls, Elijah Alls, Jerome Alls, Henry West Staten, Joe Jamel Alls, and Pierce Donald Carter, Lily Green, Nathan Green, Beth Vaughn, John Dewey, Ruth Beard, Tim Butler, Remy Laura Newton, J.B. Froggy, Thomas Newton Sr., Barbara Naeem, Jeanette Sanders, Jerry C. Sanders, Roy Pruitt, H.A. Brownlee Sr., Henry Wilson, Rufus Jenkins, Minnie Wilson, Catherine Sanders, Mira Ellis, Elizabeth Sanders, Henrietta Irby, Mildred Armstead, Margaret Armstead, Catherine Anthony, Ruby Brown, Charles Walker Sr., Charlie Walker, Cecil Russell, Diane Urban, Harold Phillips, William Ford, Margaret Logan, Phyllis Barnett, Lee Urban, Phyllis Barnett, Lee Urban Sr., Michael Urban, Ozella Watson, Hugo Watson, John Caldwell Sr., Robert D. Caldwell, Nevaeh Mitchell, Ron McCormick Sr., Sabrina Easley, Rayshon Easley, Javea McCormick, Barbara Ann Reed, Dorothy Ann Reed, John Reed, Chuckum Aha Reed Jr., John Reed Jr., Patricia Reed, Edward R. Benson Sr., Ethel H. McNair, Louis Fernandez, Jacqueline Broaders, Reginald Alver, Mazarine Corporate, George Swan, Imani Grayson, Charles Scott, Charles A. Scott, Michael Morgan, Charlene Morgan, Sybil Evers McNabb, Annie Ferguson, William Ferguson, Shelby McClendon, and we move to our black book that I hope that my children did not kidnap, trying to hold hostage, trying to get at me. We got Joella Giles, James Carswell, Roberta Adams, also known as Aunt Sis. We got Elder Shaka McNair, Anthony Brown, Jonathan Ford, Lottie Gaucher, Cousin Tony, Michael Johnson, James Jimmy Johnson, Barbara Shane Lewis, Ronald Shelton Jr., Damian Top, Christina Banks, Joseph Bingham, Quincy, Mama, Aunt Lady, Abraham Isaac Cundiff, Aunt Barbara Lewis, Renee Johnson, Joy, Ryan Ross Riggins, Dramonte, Marcus Price, Ness Words, Marshawn McHale, Demetrius Beard, Herb Jefferson, Ralph Mickens, Eric Walker, Quincy Sample, Candace Simmons, Severn Clayton, Leonard Jones, Sade Garner, Melvin Scott Sr., Elder Clarence Lumpkin, Elizabeth Johnson, Frank Smith, Stacey Trice, Denise Goray, Nathaniel Hassan Turner, Khaled is in transition, also known as Nigel Turner, Demetrius Lewis Flynn, Alberta Woods, Geneva Simmons, Daniel Tilley, Angeline Gantz, Sharifa, Oscar Kane, Audrey Gripper, Dominique Nichols, Ruthie Lane Johnson, Teresa Sambu, Aunt Maxine, Uncle James, Henry Margaret III, Tamara Dowdy, Nicole Harris, Julia Taylor, Richard Bozeman II, Ruth Carter, John Carter, Mr. Thornton, Johanna, Cassandra Lynette Lewis, Henderson Mosley, Charles Jordan, Henry Essex II, Fannie L. Webb, Dan Walton, Alauti Sue Walton, Emma Walton, James Randolph Giles, Sonny, Pete Walton, William Walton, Fred Powers, Elijah Juan Hakeem and Como, Alberta T. Davis, Charles Davis, Willie R. Mackey, also known as Dr. Creamy Mackey, Victor Bowden, Drusilla Kitty Berger, Lucy White, Robert Lee White, Emma Jean White, Talton, Roger White, R.L. White, Jesse White, Ruby Jewel White, Johnson Carl White, Desi Woods, Tilar Woods, Lennox, Jim Woods, Lizzie Woods, Juanita Alexander Brown, Cynthia Ann Wright, Richard Dorsey, Annie Simpson, Jamara Simpson, Regina Hawkins, Joseph Simpson, Nettie Dorsey, Eleanor Hawkins, Edward Webster, Alice Webster, Ivy Webster, Arnilla Willis, Ethel Lane, Samantha DeMond, Ethel Marshall, Steve Dougie Shelton, William Bill Walker, Carl Rico Johnson, Kim Grace, Stuart A. Johnson, Edward Young III, Isaac Jackson Sr., Drusilla Merle, Wayne Young, Christina Young, Thomas Young, Frank Merle, Sylvester Foster, James and Lizzie Winston, Abe and Julia Lawrence, Ozell Leathers Sr., Gladys Coper, Ozell Leathers Jr., Geneva Jackson, R.J. Lacey, also known as Tooth the Don, Saber Winston, Chris McKinney, Margaret Minter, Mary Smith, Juanita, Florine Stith Gibbs, Carl Williams Duncan Jr., Jana Callahan, Danny Hill, Miko D. Nice Hill, Andre Martin, Mabel Williams. We lift up our glass to all of our ancestors and family. We say the rousing word of Ashe. Man, it is such a blessing to toast our ancestors' family. If you want to add your ancestors to the list, you can hit us up on the timeline at this present time, and I will get all the ones that I can see. Like I said, and I will add them to the list later. Or you can join the Black Signal by texting the letters G and J. If you look it down at the bottom, it'll tell you, text the letters G and J to 25456. Once again, text G and J to 25456 if you want to be part of the special forces of Gye-Nyame Journey and get up and toast these ancestors on a daily basis, right? You can text the word toaster. It's going to come across the bottom of your screen as well. TOASTER to the number 25456. All right? So, family, once again, listen. Walk like a warrior when you out there, because those of you that's toasting the ancestors, whether you join us live or whether you're catching up with us later, family, you are in a sense moving in a blessed time, right? I know y'all like, brother, I tell them that damn pandemic is out there. I'm just trying to let y'all know your ancestors are working on your behalf. And I challenge everybody. I say, listen, if what we're doing on a daily basis is not working for you, then stop. Because it's working for me, right? You know what I'm saying? I'm recognizing the hands of my ancestors in everything, and I've been noticing it for the last 3 years. I've been doing it 4. Well, actually, let me take that back. I've been noticing longer than that, but it's been real intense in the last 3 years. All right, because like those that came up in Gye-Nyame house, it was some miraculous shit that was popping off. Because it's a miracle. The motherfuckers ain't in jail. It's a miracle. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. Those that the Mac house, all the houses that Brother Hatem, it's a miracle that more of us ain't really serving time. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I ain't dry snitching. I'm just saying. It's a miracle. Those ancestors, they looking out for us. They're like, y'all was too stupid. So we had to look out for you. So now we're saluting those ancestors and we raise the glass and we say, Ashe. Now the ancestors represent our past, right? As Africans, we live in a continued past, present, and future. They all work together, right? Because you can't have a present without the past, right? And the present is constantly becoming the future. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? And at one time, the present moment was your ancestors. Now they have gifted that to you. And the question that I have to ask as we toast this moment, what are you doing with the moments that you have been blessed with? The moments that your ancestors sweated and died for you to have. Are you building? Are you being constructive? Are you being wise? You understand what I'm saying? Are you using it to instruct? Are you using it to bring value to others' lives? Or are you using it to drain others? Are you using it, you know what I'm saying? Are you wasting the time that your ancestors suffered to give you? Family, we got a lot of work to do. We've done a lot of work, but we got a lot more work to do. Nation building is never done. Freedom is never free, and you never get a break when you're free. Let me just say that to you. You'll know you're free when it's always something for you to do. You know you're in slavery when motherfuckers be like, break time. Slaves get breaks. I'm just letting y'all know. Because even on vacation, free people working. See, because freedom has to be maintained and protected. Freedom has to be maintained and protected. See, I think this is one of the reasons that when I was coming up, I think my ancestors put me in touch with certain people so that I could see this. Right? You know what I'm saying? Because when you look at what's called the gang culture, right? They understand that they have to protect what's theirs. What little it is, you don't mess with it. Right? That's like your freedom. You don't allow nobody to mess with your freedom. You don't allow nobody to question your freedom. And you don't allow nobody to cross your borders that ain't supposed to be there. That ain't benefiting the people that within the borders or benefiting you, because as an individual, you have borders as well. And many of y'all are not protecting your personal borders. Anybody could just walk into your space, your mental space, your spiritual space, your emotional space, your intuitional space, and your physical space. When people are able to cross into your borders without any consequence, they're going to do it. You know why? Because there's free resources over there. So in this moment, family, I want you to reflect on your life and what you're doing with this moment. Because I know it's like, it's shut down, I'm on quarantine, I'm going to smoke weed, but pick up a goddamn book. Read some newspapers. You know what I'm saying? Find out what's going on economically and politically in your community. Take this moment to empower yourself. You can't tell me you ain't got nothing to do. When I look around at my people and we suffer, our borders are being violated. Our minds have been imprisoned. Come on, family. So we raise our glass to this moment. We salute this moment in power. Now, I want to send a rousing round of applause to all of those babies born on this moment, right? To those Kujichagulia babies. And if you don't know what day you are, you need to get down with Gye-Nyame so we could go on and get, you know what I'm saying? I'm a Kujichagulia baby. I'm proud to be a Kujichagulia baby. Any other Kujichagulia babies, throw it out there. Let us know, right? I'm going to go on and get y'all the rock. Oh, the audience is up. Oh, y'all decided to get y'all asses up. Okay. See the chat bot. Even though the chat bot got me in some hot water, the chat bot got them on their toes, because the chat bot got in here and said, listen, I'm taking somebody's job. Because I got a very limited budget around Gye-Nyame Journey, right? You know what I'm saying? The tribe we ain't the richest tribe, but we put our money together and we do what we can. So, somebody might have to go. And the maid be sitting around thinking that, she can't be replaced. Girl, I get a pigeon. There's spiritual pigeons out there that scream for what you getting paid for. So when it comes time for you to scream, you better do it. You goddamn right. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Just talking to my crew. All right. So, family, we are in the moment of Kujichagulia, and what a beautiful Kujichagulia it is, right? So, I want you to open up your reticular formation. I want you to look for Kujichagulia around you. Look for it in your house. Look for it in your workspace if you are fortunate enough to go to, I ain't going to say, but if you are able to go to your workspace, look for Kujichagulia all around you. I know some of y'all is like, well, Brother Hatim, what is Kujichagulia? You need to learn the language. You need to learn the language. Learn the language. Learn the language. Learn the language. Uh-oh. We look like we having system failure today, but it's cool. But anyway, so in this moment, family, I want you to focus on seeking Kujichagulia. For those that don't speak the language, Kujichagulia means self-determination. The demonic principle for the day is justice. The color is indigo. They say this is indigo. I'm starting to like it a little bit more and more, but this is not what I thought indigo was. The Hermetic law is correspondence. You can look all those things up. Justice, the color indigo, correspondence. Look up correspondence. You're going to be, correspondence, a badass law. You know what I'm saying? Spiritual law. As above, so below. As below, so above. Powerful spiritual law. Go and look it up. Male name for the day is Kwabena. Female name is Abena. Or Abina. Right? So here we go. We raise our glass to this present moment, saluting this moment, knowing that in this moment, we have the power to make choices. So we salute this moment, and we celebrate this moment, and we use this moment as it was meant to be done, as it was meant to be used, as it was given to us by our ancestors, and we stand upon their shoulders, and we learn from their wisdom, and we listen to them speaking to us through our intuition, right? And we build in this moment to secure the moment for the next generation. So we raise our glass and we say Ashe. From there, family, where do we go? Where do we go? It's a very simple travel. We move into the future. We're going to toast our children, our children's children on to infinity, family. On to infinity. I'm just saying, we're raising our glass up to those children. I can't wait to see what they become. Those that I'm alive around to see. And family, and this gets us into that conversation about us being a generational people, but I save that conversation for another day. We raise our glass and we say, Ashe. From there, family, where do we go? Here's where we go, and it's a very simple journey. Are you ready? From there, we move to all of our relations, and we toast and we say Ashe. From all of our relations, we move to that selfish toast. This for you. What is it that you need in your life right now to move forward, to move in power? Right? We lift it up. We say Ashe. Last but not least, guess what it is? Family, I toast the most magnificent, the most beautiful, the most uplifting, the most outstanding, the supreme individual in the room. I lift my glass up to you. I salute you, and we say Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Family, I wish you peace, power, joy, and 100 years. I'm going to rush through the news real quick, because Brother Hatim, once again, is behind. So I'm going to rush through this news because there's some stuff that I really want to cover. But let me do this for you. So tonight, we got Folk Tales for Grown Folks. 9 p.m. We'll be going on. So, the story for tonight is the mole and his mother. The mole and his mother. A mole, a creature blind from birth, once said to his mother, "I am sure that I can see, mother." In the desire to prove to him his mistake, his mother placed before him a few grains of frankincense and asked, "What is it?" The young mole said, "It is a pebble." His mother exclaimed, "My son, I am afraid that you are not only blind, but that you have lost your sense of smell." Alright? So now, there's many different directions we're gonna be able to take that. We're gonna have this conversation. We're gonna pull in some of the news, we're gonna pull in all this stuff. But I'm telling you right now, you need to tune in tonight because you're gonna get some wisdom. It's gonna be about 9 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? I might go a little bit earlier because y'all know Brother Hatim starts shutting down after about a certain time. So let's go switch the scene. Let's switch the scene. Let's go. Bow. Just cut it like that. Alright. So let's get into this news. News, here we come. Bow. Where the news at, Brother Hatim? Alright, so I'm going straight to the timeline because Hootsuite ain't been doing us too good. Hootsuite ain't been showing us no love. But we'll see how that changed once we get a faster computer. Which means that once I get a faster computer, eventually I'm going to have to get a faster computer. Then a faster computer. But y'all know how the game go. Hopefully y'all know how the game go. So we want to look at our posts. We don't want to just look at our site. What in the hell is going on with Facebook? Y'all see that? All that code. You got your code out, baby. Pull it in. Get dressed. Goddamn, before you had company coming. Get dressed. Facebook. All naked. Damn. Alright. Oh, look at here. Brother Hatim. Episode. This is. Why would you do that, Facebook? Why y'all just be fucking with me? I don't do nothing. I use your services and, you know what I'm saying? You throw ads and shit up. I even check some of the ads sometime. Then y'all turn around and y'all do shit like that. How they treat us, right? I ain't gonna say it's racism. I ain't gonna say it. Ooh, this ambrosia. Alright. A couple of news pieces we need to cover. We need to cover this morning. We're going to talk a little bit more in depth tonight. As soon as Facebook feel like allowing us to share our post. Up there holding this shit hostage. Come on. Lord have mercy. I got all my string keys and shit up. Wow. Exposing myself. Those that know how to use that. Good God Almighty. That was some sensitive information. I'm going to go back up in there. Well, damn, that's too many channels. All right, we up. Hey, old brother Hot 10 right there. We just want y'all to know. Episode 1737 on Gye-Nyame Journey. Now, that's only on Gye-Nyame Journey. That's 1,737 shows. I have been consistent. Now, that's Spreaker. That's just on my Spreaker shows. That's the podcast aspect of what I do. So, somebody be like, shit, brother, I tell you, I'm consistent, goddammit. You know what I'm saying? Damn. All right, on this one already, they say we reached 324 people, 41 engagements. Let's give the family a round of applause. Y'all are truly the bomb. Y'all, like I said, during these quarantine times, y'all hooking a brother up, right? Y'all hooking a brother up. 41 engagements. 324 people reached. Man, that's hot. All right. So let's go down here. We got Slave Bible, remove passages to instill obedience and uphold slavery. Somebody posted this on Gye-Nyame Journey. I want to give them a round of applause. See, I want to see your name when you post, because I didn't post that. Throw your name on there. Throw a hashtag with your name on there, or at least represent your day that you was born. Could this have been a Kujichagulia baby? You know what I'm saying? Look at this. Slave Bible, remove passages to instill obedience and uphold slavery. Family, we're going to cover this one a little bit later. Because this one will require, this is a whole show in itself. So they remove passages from the Bible and gave you an incomplete book. They changed the word of God. And gave you pieces. And people are still running around here probably quoting the very pieces that they gave us to keep us in bondage. Not even understanding the beauty and the power of a story, family. You know the most powerful part about a story is being able to write it rather than being on the receiving end. For so long, we've been on the receiving end of stories, at least global stories. Local stories and stuff like that, we're pretty good at. But when it comes to us and the global story and the stories that we accept from others, you always going to be losing that way. The story, family, the story. Who writing your story? Who write the story for your people? See, that's when people talk about, I ain't got nothing to do. Write your goddamn life story. From the beginning to the end. But I only made it up to this far. Well then, what do you want the end to be? Write it. Because that's what the Jewish people did with the Bible. I'm just letting y'all know. Alright. IRS gives stimulus checks, distribution details, say payment to begin within 3 weeks. So we can run down through some of that, but we're not going to do that right now because that's not really what I want to focus on right now. But we can, if y'all want to, on a call-in show, I can read the list of things that you need, and we can talk and ask questions and blah, blah, blah. And we can see if we can find you some answers here on Gye-Nyame Journey. Because, I'm surrounded by some pretty smart folks, right? But the bottom line is, if you filed your 2019 taxes and you got paid by direct deposit, your shit on the way. Don't be celebrating. You don't have to say thank you, because that's my reparations money. But I understand everybody in crisis. So I'm gonna pull up just a little bit, but I just need you to know that that's my goddamn reparation money. And you need to let people know, when your friends are sitting around celebrating, yeah. It's so good that everybody got to split your inheritance. You know what I'm saying? I just want you to think about that. That's basically, your children's inheritance. They got to split it. It's cool. Coronavirus came in and just knocked a whole bunch of shit out. Good job, Corona. The Washington Post. Trump just comes out and says it. The GOP is hurt when it's easier to vote. The Washington Post. Trump just comes out and said, now, so basically, in some form or fashion, Trump understands that when it's easy for people to get to the polls, the Republicans get their ass kicked. So what that means is this. Those of you, right now, what's going to happen is, a lot of people are not voting in the primary, right? Because it's a more complicated process. Because, for example, and this goes for black people, if it's easy, more than likely, we're going to do it. We can set it part of our schedule and stuff like that, but if it takes up too much time, we don't really be having that time to do that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like, people like voting is very important. And more important than my goddamn job. Ain't important to than this immediate shit, because that's the issue. Politics, economics, a lot of the education pieces are not suited for those in the hunter-gatherer survival phase. I know you'd be like, Brother Hatim, the hunter-gathering civilizations, they died out. Or no, a lot of black folks is living a hunter-gatherer existence. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You live in hand to mouth. You know what I'm saying? You got to survive. You know what I'm saying? When you're on survival level, you don't have time to really think about the politics, because you're looking and you're concerned about tomorrow. You're not ready to embrace tomorrow. You're not ready to look at how to shape tomorrow. This is why I'm saying that in many cases, some of this time for some of us, not all of us. I know some of y'all out there, y'all gonna have to get it the way you get it. You understand what I'm saying? Some of y'all have to come up with some very creative ways, and hopefully it's in helping rather than hindering other people. But many of us are so caught up in the survival mode that we can't, you know what I'm saying? If it take up too much time, I can't do it. Right? I got a lot of other shit I got to do. Right? I can't be thinking about economics. I can't be thinking about starting a business because I got to get to work. I got to, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So when you're in survival mode, it's hard for you to pull away and think. And I noticed this when I was in college. Because I used to laugh because, you know, some of my friends was in school, some of my friends was out of school. And I used to notice the relaxed vibe I had around my college friends, and the tense vibe with those that were out in the world. There is a more intense vibe from those type of people because they got to get out and get it. While we was in college, you know what I'm saying? Shit, we was kicking back. You know, we was waiting on the college check and blah blah blah. Especially especially me, because I was like, damn. So I started understanding that Ohio State was a laboratory. What do you mean, Hatim? I had the opportunity to experience. I experimented the shit out of life. You know what I'm saying? I did experiment after experiment after experiment. Till they finally allowed me to graduate. You can't experiment here no more. You're getting dangerous with your experiments. I'm not playing, right? So, Trump understands that when you make it easy, those people who may not have had the time, may not have thought about doing it before, will shoot right at those polls. I know you say, well, Brother Hatim, what about poor? What about poor white people? Poor people all over the world are based on survival, right? But yeah, there's a lot of poor white people, but there's a lot of white people with money that know and can think about how a certain politician is going to directly affect their life and affect their money earning, and their wealth. A whole lot of them. I just showed you yesterday, right? They're like 20% of the 20% control almost 60% of the wealth? 20%. So if I keep you hobbling around, and keep you, just making it day to day, you don't have time to really deal with politics. And that's a lot in that 20%. There's a lot of people in that 20%. We're talking about 20% of 300 million. Right? 20% of 300 million. That's a lot of people. So, I mean, we really got to think about it, right? So, a lot of the stuff that we discuss, it can apply to other people, but I'm talking directly to my folk. I need you to understand that. I'm talking directly to my folk. That's my responsibility. I got to let you know. And when we get mobile, then we can start helping other people. When we get free, we can help other people get free. We can reach back and we can pull people up, out. But until we get there, you know what I'm saying? I can't help you out the water if I'm drowning too. What sense does it make for me to try to help you get out the water if I'm drowning? Let me get a foothold and pull you out. Or if I'm watching you and I know that you're going to get a foothold, maybe you can get a foothold and you pull me out. Maybe if I help you, lift you up a little bit in the water, if I could see there's a partnership there. But if you one of those motherfuckers that I might lift up out the water, because a lot of us run into these people. We both drowning. You help them get up out the water, and they just run to the beach, live their life, leave your ass out there drowning. Come on, man, I ain't on that shit. I ain't got time for that. Gye-Nyame, we don't do that, right? And by the way, Plan 2023 is still in effect. We will be running this motherfucker by 2023. So y'all need to get ready. Y'all need to be learning the politics. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna show you a podcast that you could or stream that you could plug in besides Gye-Nyame Journey of a local brother here in Columbus named Mark Stevenson that you go and listen to and get your political education. We gonna be running this motherfucker by 2023. All right. The Columbus Dispatch. Columbus Franklin County Safety Agency will no longer reveal positive coronavirus test numbers. The Columbus Dispatch. All right, they keep on repeating. All right, so I'm going to repeat it. So, the agencies like the police force, the fire department, they are no longer letting you know how many people within their force is catching corona. That should tell you something. What should it tell you? What should it tell you? Somebody out there, come on, somebody out there smart. What should that tell you? You know what I'm saying? What should that tell you? So either they're lying about the numbers and they don't want to reveal the numbers, or the numbers are severe enough that they know that there's certain thinking people out here that if they find out that so many police officers are down, they're gonna go out and do some fuckery. I'm just letting y'all know. I mean, that's the honest to God truth coming directly from Gye-Nyame Journey. So something going on, family. Now, let's move on so I get to the article I need to get to, because I'm running late. I was over 2 hours late when I started. Come on, miss me with the spinning wheels of death. Good God. All right. Oh no. Scientists develop AI that can turn brain activity into text. So some of y'all in trouble. Some of you liars is in trouble. Some of you motherfuckers that just be having some crazy, y'all in trouble, right? Because they coming up with computers that's going to be able to read your thoughts. I'm just letting you know. It's out there. All right. So here's an article for some of y'all that's talking about you ain't got nothing to do. This is an article from Medium. Tell me what you pay attention to, and I tell you who you will become. Tell me what you pay attention to, and I'll tell you what you will become. See, the chatbot would have been on that anime. See, you getting comfortable. It's about to be a pigeon up in here cooing and keep it up. It wasn't supposed to be you know what I wanted. That's right there. Tell me what you pay attention to, and I'll tell you who you will become. Maybe we'll cover a little bit of that tonight, because that's not the one I want to cover right now. But here's something. Did you have coronavirus without knowing it? Let me say that again. This article is right here in Gye-Nyame Journey. Did you have, this is from Medium again, did you have coronavirus without knowing it? Because it's not going to hit everybody the same. This is why I was telling people when they run around, black people can't get it, black people can't get it, blah, 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 blah. How do you know that? Well, first off, I asked the question, how you know that? Second off, I asked the question, how do you know that you didn't have it and it just didn't affect you in the same way that it affected everybody else? How do you know that you are not carrying it right now? That's the danger of this virus. You could carry it and be a spreader. That means it could be on your skin. You could touch somebody, shake somebody's hand, or get you a cup of coffee, and you could pass it off. Or it could be inside of you, breathing, and you just think you might just have a cough or, you know what I'm saying? When in fact you're spreading it, but it does not have to affect you in the same way, which makes you doubly dangerous because you don't show absolutely no symptoms. Did you have coronavirus without even knowing it? So maybe we'll talk about that a little bit later because that ain't the one I wanted to hit on. Corporate socialism. The government is bailing out investors and managers, not you. They're giving us this little pittance, right? But damn near half that money is going to big business. And we have to stop that shit. Because once again, I learned in my social studies class and my history class that America is a capitalist country. When the government is funding and supporting business by directly investing into a business, that's called socialism. We got these companies that are coming with their hat in hand, begging for money from the government, and will turn around and not pay their employees a fair wage. Do you know, and I constantly bring this up, and I'm going to bring this up till I die, that I'm making the same amount of money that my grandfather made in his best days, damn near. Right? My grandfather was able to buy a house. My grandfather was able to get a new car every 2 years. He was able to buy his wife a car. He was able to get a van because he liked to travel. My grandfather didn't like the neighbors that was moving in next door, so he tore that motherfucker. He bought it, tore it down, and built his garage right up on top of it. My grandfather would take the family to Florida, at least our side of the family, at least, you know what I'm saying, every now and then he would take us, and him and my cousins would go down there on a regular basis. All on what I make today. You know, I make what my grandfather made, and I live in a little punk-ass apartment. Don't have a new car. What happened? What happened was that the wages didn't keep up with inflation. The cost of living increased, but the pay stayed the same. So these punk-ass corporations go to the government, get a handout, and then will allow propaganda to come through the mediums in which they control, where they talk about people who are in genuine hard times who receive help from the government. Are you kidding me? And that's okay with y'all, family. Yeah, I mean, this is the type of shit. But you know, it ain't your fault because you ain't had time to think about it because you've been on the hustle, you've been on the grind. But Gye-Nyame Journey is here right now. You could play us on your podcast, so you don't have to even look at me. You can hear what I'm saying. You can get the important points. That's what the podcast is for. That's what it's always been. It's the foundation, right? Then if you want the entertainment, you want to see my expressions, and you want to hear the sound effects and shit like that, we got the stream. You know what I'm saying? To entertain you. But what's going on is not entertaining. It's robbery. It's debauchery. It's fuckery. And it's happening all around you, but then you feel guilty for even bringing up the subject of reparations. You feel guilty about thinking that you need to be paid more. You feel guilty about asking the question, is these motherfuckers charging too much to build these little matchbox houses that they building? Have you seen these new builds that they charging $200,000 for? Have you noticed all of the goddamn cardboard and plywood that they're using on this shit? What? Come on, family. Come on, we got to be smarter than that. But this is the one I wanted to hit on. And then I'm out of here. The most intolerant wins. The dictatorship of the small minority. That's why I be putting up hashtag the stubborn minority, family. It's the stubborn minority that wins. This is from Nassim Nicholas Taleb. This is a chapter from one of my favorite books. You say you ain't got nothing to do, and you can't read that good or whatever. They got audio books. Get you a goddamn audio account. Get you a book for free. There's free you go to the library, you get audio books you can borrow them from the library. Oh, you can't. Well, you might be able to get books offline on the library. But anyway, the most intolerant wins. The dictatorship of the small minority. I constantly talk about the stubborn minority, the small minority, because these are the people that change everything. And family, black folks, ADOS, you are, or can be, a stubborn minority. We can be, and some of us are. How Europe will eat halal. Oh God, here we go. Thank you, Medium. That was some, again, Medium? Alright. How Europe will eat halal. Why you don't have to smoke in the smoking section. Your food choices on the fall of the Saudi king. How to prevent a friend from working too hard. How to make a market collapse. Alright, so I'm not going to read all this because this is a chapter from his book. I'm not going to read all of it. Very good book, by the way. One of my favorite books, Skin in the Game. Is it from Skin in the Game, I think? Yeah, it's from Skin in the Game. Yeah. So let's go and just read a little bit. The best example I know that gives insight into the function of a complex system is with the following situation. It suffices for an intransigent minority or small minority, a certain type of intransigent minority, to reach a minutely small level, say 3 or 4% of the total population. Black folks, we got about 14 to 20 maybe. But we won't know that if you don't turn in your census. Census commercial. All right, do your census. A certain type of intransigent minority to reach a minutely small level, say 3 or 4% of the total population, for the entire population to have to submit to their preferences. Now, I don't know if you just understood, because one thing about Mr. Talib is he like using big ass words. He's an arrogant motherfucker, but this motherfucker is smart. Listen, did you just I'm feeling the energy going. I'm going Super Saiyan now, because did you just hear what he started this whole article off with? You need to read this. You need to get your friends to read it. And those that are not intelligent enough to read it, you need to go on and explain to them what the fuck it's saying. The best example I know that gives insight into the functioning of a complex system. So he's talking about like an economic system. He's talking about a social system. He's talking about these great, big, complicated systems, right? Is with the following situation. It is enough to say for in transit minority or a small group, a certain type of small group to reach a minutely small level, say 3 to 4%. That means if there's 10 people, if there's 100 people, only 30 of them. No, my fault. Only 3. Because he said 3%, not 30%, 3%. Only 3 can change how that whole 100 operates. So you expand it to 100. That means that 30 can change how 1,000 operate. 300 can change how 100,000. I'm gonna leave it alone. Let's just read what I can before I have to get out here and get to my adventure. Say 3. Hold on. Where's my highlighter? Highlighter. Where you at, highlighter? Highlighter. Get out here. We're gonna say that to bookmark. But hey, highlighter. Add description. Let's do it for the newsletter. Quoture. I ain't got a group. We just gonna keep it private. Boom. There we go. There you go, highlighter. Thank you for coming out. I appreciate you. All right. A certain type of transgender minority. Boom. We're gonna start right there. We're gonna go on there. Boom. For the entire population. To do what? To do what? To submit to their preference. Now this is so cold. I could go on and do this. What's that? I could go on quote that, or I could go on and tweet it. That's cold-blooded. Lord have mercy. Further, any optical illusions. Oh, my papa. Oh, wait. Y'all can't be popping. You can't block Digio. Always allow pop-ups and redirect. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, let's do that. I didn't even know we could do that. Look at that. Boom. Let's click that to see what happens now. Boom. Oh. Look at that. Set it up for me. I can publish it on my thing. Look at that. I can publish that straight to my Facebook page. Cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. Man. Oh, after I start writing. Pay attention to this, family. And check out this article. Oh, I'm showing you how to do it on Gye-Nyame Journey. This, I keep on telling y'all, this internet is a weapon. A lot of y'all ain't using it. Y'all doing booty shots and face shots and weed shots and gun shots. But you're not using this shit as a weapon. Oh, this right here is a virus, family. Pay attention to this and check it out. Check out the article. Woo-wee! Publish. Go on back. I want to go back. Oh. Messed up. Alright. Hey. Ain't got rid of my highlight. Hey, Diggo. Get on out here. Alright, let's go on so I get out of here. 3 to 40% to submit to their preference. Further, an optical illusion comes with the dominance of the minority. A naive, there you go, Digo. Thank you for coming back out. I just wanted you to be ready. We're going to follow the inserto. This is my dude here. Arrogant, but he cool peoples. Where is it at? A naive observer would be under the impression that the choice and preferences are those of the majority. It seems absurd. It is because our scientific intuition aren't calibrated for that. The fudge about scientific and academic intuition and snap judgments, they don't work, and your standard intellectualization fails with the complex system, though not your grandmother's wisdom. The main idea behind complex system is that the ensemble behaves in a way not predicted by the components. The interaction matters more than the nature of the unit. Studying individual ants will never, one can safely say, never for most such situation, never give such an idea on how the ant colony operates. For that, one needs to understand an ant colony as an ant colony, no less, no more, not a collection of ants. This is called an emergent property of the whole, by which parts and whole differ because that matters. Because what matters is the interaction between such parts. And interactions can obey very simple rules. The rules we discuss in this chapter is the minority rule. All right. The minority rule will show us how it all takes is a small number of intolerant, virtuous people with skin in the game to form in the form of courage for society to function properly. Hold on. What they say? What do he say we need? What do he say? What's that? What color? We need a color. I need a color. I need a color because after this I'm gone. Y'all can read the rest yourself. After this I'm gone. You know what I'm saying? Y'all not, and then on top of that, we're gonna post that on. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to send that out too. Y'all not ready for me. I'm just saying, family. Come on, Digo, get over here. See, I'm trying to train all my tools to do what I want them to do. Come on. There we go. Wow. Why you ain't working? Come on now. All right, well, it ain't working. Oh, there you go. All right. I'll come back. I'm going to figure it out. But this is a new tool I'm going to use for the newsletter, by the way. But anyway, family, go and read this. Because what this is telling you is that a lot of y'all been thinking we need a lot of numbers. Nuh-uh. The minority rule. Come on, move out the way. Come on. Move out the way. The minority rule will show us how it will take that all it takes is a small number of intolerant, virtuous people with skin in the game in the form of courage for society to function properly. What? You mean all I have to do is develop a tribe of intolerant, righteous people? Isn't that my eye? But I digress. But hey, family, I got to get out of here. I'm already late. But anyway, it's been great. It's been great bumping my jaws with you. Right? It's been great. I appreciate every moment. Family, please understand that quarantine DigiTV will be popping off. I don't know what's going to play. And I probably won't be able to monitor it. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm going to be moving around. Yesterday I was at my desk, so I was able to write and able to look over at the screen and hear when something wasn't. But so today we're going to leave it to the ancestors to go and guide it, to give you the show that you need at the time. And don't hesitate to comment on any of that shit. Please, don't hesitate. I'm putting this up there so that we can have conversations. If something on there offends you or you can learn something, by all means, share it, family. Talk about it. Bring it up. There might be other people out there that might have been thinking the same thing. Stop hiding. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to teach you how to use these tools, right? Not just to sit up there and complain, but to develop some constructive conversation. So, because it's called constructive conversation, because it builds something up that everybody could benefit from. What we're used to having is destructive conversations where it destroys everything and nobody walks away with anything. Yo, this is Brother Hatim, family. I want to remind you that right now you are standing in the congregation of the mighty, my fault, the home of the stubborn minority, the place where your hustle builds muscle. This is Gye-Nyame Journey Media. Family, I'm your host, Brother Hatim. This has been the Daily Toast. And of course, you know this is the Heart of Symbol Protection. Well, we strive every day to blow up your old paradigms. Family, guess what? We out of here. Hey man, try to stream. Hang up and try to stream real quick. Where you at? Okay, go ahead and try to stream. Hello? Your number show up on the front of the screen? Like it's like stream, and it got a number let you know how many frames. It say FPS, and it got so many on there. Oh, it's still going? Oh, so it's still going? Okay. You want connected to what? All right, cool. Leave it on. All right, keep it on. Don't worry about it. Leave it on for a second. Go ahead and turn it off, man, because I just thought about it. I still ain't left the house yet, so let me get to work. Peace. Where you at? I'm kind of. What's it say? That's old. Hey, feel a certain type of way.